Good morning to all of the grandchildren. Is your toast ready? It's crunch time.
You're not even having toast.
It's true. It's true. Actually, my breakfast this morning won't really crunch because it's 3 slices of salami.
2 slices of salami.
Hey, no. I rationed out 3 specifically. The breakfast of champions is just slices of salami.
You could have, toasted bread and put mustard on it.
I could have. Did I do that?
Put the salami on that.
Spiced meats. Very good. Anyway, good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? It's a beautiful, beautiful Thursday morning. Last night it got down to 30 degrees. I'm assuming that because of that, this morning is cold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care much for that, especially because how many days ago it was 70?
Yeah.
2 or 3 days ago? That's crazy.
It's only 35 right now.
Okay. Yeah, it was 70, and then it was
which is almost zero for you Canadians. And people in other places.
The 35, not the 70. But I
Yeah.
think people understand.
32 is 0.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, once it hits 32, that's not good for us.
We got a high of 65 next week. We could eat outside. Oh wait, that's not lunch bunch day.
Lissa said they grabbed the Sparklight first. Grabbed Sparklight from the first 20. Oh, that's cool. Sparklight was fun. I like Sparklight. I mean, I haven't played more than what I did in the first 20, but I liked the premise of it. It was fun. I wish that Nintendo would release news that they were going to talk about their final Smash thing.
Uh-huh.
And they haven't. And I'm just like, when
Animal
are you going to do
Crossing?
it?
Animal Crossing?
Well, we already know everything about Animal Crossing.
No.
Comes out on my birthday.
I know it does.
That's all we need to know. We have a release date of that. But yeah, it's seeming more and more likely we're not going to get any news to the new year. Brent says it was on December 15th. Yeah. Yeah. I would I wish it would have been, but and I saw a few people that had whenever I was downstairs getting coffee, a few people noticed that there's a new emote. This is a weird new emote. Some of you will have the emote, some of you won't. Some of you will have the emote that may not even have an active subscription, because Twitch is doing a new thing with emotes, and they honestly in the last 6 months there's been a bunch of new features that Twitch has added, and they want us to utilize them as streamers. So this new emote is a sing emote, and you get it not through having a subscription, but through having cheered 5,000 bits cumulative to the channel. So you could have it and have an active subscription, but you also, if you've just cheered 5,000 bits over the course of the channel's history, then you have that emote. And it's obviously, it's the sing emote because 5,000 bits is the same thing as making me sing. So we figured that was a good way to to do it. So we'll still be adding, more emotes to the standard subgroup, because of course. But if there are, I don't know, emotes that would work specifically, that are specifically tied to certain bit amounts, that's kind of neat. So we thought that we would try it. So yeah, it's on the one hand, it sort of sucks because if you have an active sub, it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll have that emote. But on the other hand, if you have that emote, you can't lose it. You just You wouldn't lose it from month to month, you just have it. Are you up here? You're up here. Well, hello.
Come keep us warm.
Come keep us warm. Don't eat my salami, though. Oh, he has realized there's salami. The salami is real.
Coffee.
Good cat. Good cat. Maybe good cat. We haven't currently good cat. Could change. Still good. Still good. All right. Let's read a few of these. We got a 10-month resub from Penguin Frog. Oop. Missed the 9-month. Guess the baby's late. Glad to be here for 10 months. Looking forward to many more. Thank you for 10 months, Penguin Frog. 14 months from PK Madrigal. Says, thank you for the morning carbs, grandfather. No problem. Or in this case, the morning
Well, you asked
protein.
if everyone had their toast.
Yeah. And I hope everyone does have theirs. Unless
You have salami?
you have salami. Which, you know, maybe you do. I don't feel like that's a common breakfast item, but it should be. It's good. It is good. I love salami. Any of the spiced meats is what you call those, right?
Cured?
Is that what I'm thinking of?
Aren't
Cured
they all
meats?
cured?
I always thought they were called spiced meats. And they're not, like, spicy, but I thought that was what they were called. I don't know. Maybe chat has opinions on this. But I always thought that's what they
Kitty.
were called.
Can they see his face?
No.
Oh.
I mean, I would say not. I can check. That's what they... Oh, they can see his little snoot. They can see his little snoot.
Boop.
Also,
Look at these whiskers.
I got it. They're cured meats.
I was
Well,
right.
and sometimes they're a little spicy. I got a new shirt, and this is actually courtesy of Calvin and Bick. So shout out to them, because every year they've sent us like an advent calendar box. It's got all these gifts to open every day for December, and this was one of the days, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's the show. Jam's is talking about nothing. Exactly. I'd like to think that the vlog is modeled after episodes of Seinfeld.
Coffee.
It's a show about nothing. 15 months from Juvenation. Holy smokes, 15 months! Thank you, Juvenation. Also 15 months. Coffee Cats. Oh god, 15 months. And who's ready for Christmas? Was it the 19th? 6 days. 6 days.
Look at this.
6 days.
Look at
Oh,
this.
you're a sweetie. The stick-based dealers. Yes, Mike. Yeah, 6 days is a little ridiculous. Like, man. But I've got good news. How big is the panic right now? Well, we got some gifts.
We're missing one.
We got some. Did we get some from Tuesday?
What?
Like, since Tuesday, did we get some gifts? I think we did.
We got one Tuesday afternoon.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Sorry, I saw something. So I was in my thinking spot,
Yeah,
the bathroom,
I know.
yesterday, and I was on Amazon, and I saw a thing, and I was like, oh, hey, that's a good idea.
Uh-huh.
Because they do the little thing where, like,
Flash sale?
yeah,
Yeah.
but now I realize I forgot to tell you about it, and the sale's probably over. But trust me, it was a good idea.
For who? The person we're missing?
Well, honestly, anybody. It's a pretty accessible gift idea. But I saw it and I was like, I want that.
Then why didn't you do it? You were
I
in your
wanted to run it by you. I wanted it to
Why
be
didn't you message
I
me?
don't know, because I was probably done thinking. And I was a little involved with finishing up my thinking. Anyway. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I hope everyone else is more ready for Christmas than we are. And we're like fairly well ready. Just not like perfectly ready. Not perfectly ready. Oh, he's just a purring ball of love today, ain't he? Mm-hmm. Good stinker.
He's cold, too.
Yeah, that's why he's up here. Where's Cap?
I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Not sure what. A link scrolled by, and it was to my own account. And I didn't click it, but I assume I don't need to click it. 6 months from Andrew in the kitchen.
Whatever it is, Chaz is making fun of you.
Probably. Happy Christmas Eve breakfast stream Eve. Is that how that works? Semester is over, but I have an assignment due tomorrow. Couldn't not catch breakfast stream live, though. Hope you guys and your friends and family have a great holiday season from the UK. It's,
No, stay here.
Are you holding him hostage? Let the boy come. Come over here, boy.
He smells the salami.
He wants the salami. Well, first off, thank you, Andrew. And, I'm excited about Christmas. It's going to be a good holiday season. We're also trying to push ahead a little bit on vlogs, so there will still be releases. My apologies to everyone that gets vlogs on Christmas Day and is like, I can't watch these. Because I'll be like, well, I couldn't either. Here, just have them. Watch them later. And shout out to everyone whose semester is over, too. I bet that's a relief. If your semester's not over, like, it's definitely over by, like, tomorrow, right? They can't keep you at school that long.
Yeah, I think so.
They certainly can't keep you next week.
Salami forsaken.
Yeah, I was gonna say salami is the thing that'll make him be bad. Yeah, it's over by tomorrow. Okay. Hi. Yeah. Nice to meet you. You wanna sit?
He wants salami.
I know what he wants. He can't have it. Sit down. It's easier if you do that. I love you too, and so does that thing.
Rub my face on... Oh, don't rub your face on the coffee.
A doodle says, I have an exam on the 23rd. I wish for death. Why would a school give you an exam 2 days before Christmas?
On Monday? Oh.
Oh my god. That's crazy. That should be illegal. Now, on the bright side is when you're done with that exam, you'll more vividly and violently experience the holiday season than like anyone else. Because when you have something looming like that, like, it's really hard to appreciate the things that are like happening. So you don't get to experience and appreciate things until like after the test on the 23rd. So that's kind of good. Pisa says, yes, I like violently enjoying the holidays. But it's like as soon as you walk out of there, it's going to be like, boom. Like you're going to be walking down the street and realize that like people are dressed for Christmas, that there's a Santa with the little bell. Like you're going to see all these things for the first time. So like, that's a whole thing. I have decided now is the time to eat the second piece of salami.
The last piece of salami.
You want to lick my fingers? No, that'll send you into a frenzy. I can't do that.
Frenzy.
Frenzy.
He's just sniffing.
The proper way to eat these, by the way,
is on crackers with mustard.
I mean, if you want, I was going to say, is to just chew it forever.
Ew.
Disagree? Hard disagree.
Ew.
Purple Boy says, doesn't SCAD give longer winter breaks to accommodate for international students and those who don't celebrate Christmas? That's a good idea. Everyone should do that. Yeah, we get off for...
Well, SCAD operates on a trimester system.
Well, they call it a quarter system.
Well, it's because summer quarter is summer break, and some people take summer quarter.
Yeah. But, yes, you would get off right before Thanksgiving, and you didn't go back until January.
Beginning of January.
Yeah.
Because, like, my school was, like, mid-January.
I mean, we probably went back a little closer.
No.
No?
No, because one time I was down here, and, like, on the 2nd, you and I drove to Savannah. You dropped me off at the airport, and then you had class, like, the next day.
Oh.
And then I had another 2 weeks off.
Oh. Well, I really liked that, honestly. Like growing up and going to, high school and being familiar with a pretty standard break. Going to SCAD and then doing that was really great. Also,
you had Fridays off.
Yeah, we also didn't have classes Fridays. We only had classes Monday through Thursday. So like, it was good. I liked that a lot. So
I bet it's easier to plan for, because like, on Monday and Tuesday I'd have basically the same schedule unless I had like a 1-credit class. But then Mondays and Wednesdays were pretty similar, but then Friday, every so often, I'd have a random class.
See, X-Red is a SCAD student. Friday's off because of all the work we get. Yeah, I mean, you're always...
Some majors.
Huh? Yeah. Well, you're always working on, like, a project. So...
Yeah.
That's the thing. You're always working on a project, and that's why you need, additional time to do that. I'm a sequential major. Ah. Yeah. There's, I was going to say, how many majors are there? There's 3.
There's more than 3.
The most students that I saw, there were...
Oh, look at that good boy.
Sequential arts, film, fashion. Oh, and I guess game design. I lived next to the game design building, so yeah. I didn't really have very many classes there.
There's animation and photography and fine art. Equestrian studies.
Equestrian studies. My stomach made a strange noise.
Let's see. Steven. Film and television, Dan. Motion, Alex. Game.
I like how two of my 3 roommates were game design, but I forgot game design was a major. I'm like, which one? Which one is it? I mean, just, the majors that I normally hung around were obviously other film majors. And then in your normal studies class, like, that were broad, like, you could run into anyone, but there were more of, like, certain types of students than others.
Yeah.
There was a lot of sequential students, at least when I was there. A lot of fashion, too. That's why I mentioned fashion. And there was a few game design majors, but, like, they were all in the game design building. Dan, Taylor, and Alex all had classes there all the time.
And I had classes somewhere else.
I was not in that building, so occasionally I would have a class there, but it's not often. Anyway, I'm gonna get off on this. 2 months from Coffee Bean Gamer 98. Greetings. Good to see everyone again. Hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday. So Merry Christmas, Stephen Mel. Well, thank you, Coffee Beans. It's been good so far. It's been busy, but it's been rewarding. You want to get me a new keyboard for Christmas? Honestly,
I don't know what you want.
Honestly,
you just want one with a long cable at this point?
No, I would prefer a wireless keyboard, but it's got to work better than this. I could never recommend this to anybody. What is this called? The K830. Don't buy this. It's the Logitech K830. Just don't buy it. Just don't get it. I like Logitech generally.
Yeah.
This? Nope. Pass it. Nope, you don't need it. 300 bits from Shadow Wolf, 1999. Morning, sir and madame. This will be my second breakfast stream, with the TRG being my first, so yeah, I'm super late. Anyway, hope you both have a good morning. It's been good so far. And that's quite a jump.
Yeah.
The TRG is the first one, and then this is the second one. TRG would have been a weird one, too. Because that one was the one where I walked around the rental house with a...
I was thinking the one where you were at a meals with them.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I think TRG, I think of Coliseum. No. Oh, well, then that's a pretty good one. Or I got everyone together and was like, this, we're doing this thing.
Wake up, we're doing this.
That one, honestly, that was one of the only times we didn't start on time.
Mm-hmm.
And that was because I literally had to fight several grown men to get them up on time to do it. And we had to compromise, basically. I was like, listen, 9 a.m. is too early for these folks, somehow. So I think we settled on 10. So. And they hated you for getting them together for breakfast. It was fun. It was fun. And actually, that day we got up early and then we went and got to tour Adult Swim.
Yeah.
So, like, it worked out. It worked out. Let's see. 300 bits from In the Deep Freeze. It says, boop Sagan's Snoop for me. Did you boop his Snoop?
I did.
Did you?
But you could probably... Sagan, put your head up. Put the head up. Boop.
Head just appears from underneath. Hello. Boop. Goodbye. Jam says, was this 2019 or 2018? The TRG thing? That was...
Not last Christmas.
That was
but
this
the one
year.
Before?
No, was it last year? When was this? It was 2018 because it was the hurricane.
Oh yeah, was September.
Was September, and then we went to Atlanta to stay with Emil, and then the next month I was back to do.
Well, we also went to see Nicole, and then you went there.
Yeah, and then I was back to record Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Mm-hmm. That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. It seems like 1,000 years ago. Goldmage 162 gives a sub to Spiced Meat. Also, what am I thinking of when I say spiced meat? If it's actually cured meat, like what is it that I'm?
I don't know.
Is spiced meat a thing? And if so, what is spiced meat? Why do I think that's called spiced meat? Chorizo. I mean, like. That would be an example of meat that is spiced, I guess.
But isn't chorizo... Chorizo can be cured.
Casual Shadow says, I think spiced meat, I think types of jerky. Well, I don't know.
Oh, that's spliced. No, it's spiced. I can read.
There are spiced meats somewhere, but I don't know where they are.
Spiced beef is a cured and salted joint of rump or silverside beef traditionally served at Christmas or New Year in Ireland.
Buenosaurus says, I feel like a lot of cured meats are spiced. I don't think I'm that far off the mark.
A century egg.
But I was off the mark a little bit. So I don't know. I don't know where my brain switched the wires, but like...
Spiced beef is known as corned beef here.
Wait, what? You mean
According to this website, that's what it's known as.
You mean like corned beef hash? Get out. That's not spiced meat. Maybe, I don't know. That just seems wrong.
Spiced beef is similar to pastrami, this says. Some other website said it was basically corned beef. But the wiki does not say that.
I gotta move on. 5 months from Snoop the Boot. Hi, grandparents. Hope you've been having a great morning and you're in the Christmas spirit. I celebrated my 21st birthday yesterday, so here's to spreading that cheer onward with my 5 months. Happy birthday. I hope that your birthday is wonderful. Be careful. I always give that warning when someone turns 21. I'm like, be careful, be responsible, but have fun. You know who else just turned 21 not long ago was Carlos.
So no longer 10 years ago was he 10?
Right? That was the joke at TRT Coliseum. Is that there was a part where people were talking about how old they were 10 years ago. And everyone was like, oh, I was 15. Oh, I was 18. And Carlos was like, I was 10. And everyone was like, ooh. And they aged immediately. Everyone just grew beards. But now, not 10 anymore. 11 months from Buenosaur. Oh, snap. I'm actually up at 6 a.m. Hope you all have a blessed holiday season. Well, I'm glad you're up. And almost to a whole year. What are you laughing about?
Chess. The face that went by.
I mean, one of the things I do love about this community is that there is such a wide age range.
I agree.
Because look at this. Several messages apart. Salty Latte says 10 years ago I was 8. Space Vixen says 10 years ago I was 24. I love that. I really love that. I don't know what we did to have wide demographic, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
This 10 years ago is making me have to do math.
That said, we don't have the demographic that's like younger. We're missing everyone we're generally missing everyone under 18. Like everyone's got to once people stop playing Fortnite, that's when they'll start watching us. But never at the same time. Just never at the same time. 100 bits from Coffee Bean Gamer 98. Thank you, Coffee Bean. 300 from Rowlett Hoot. Says, greetings from Taiwan. Normally, I'm in California, and I can't watch these live, but now I'm in Taiwan for winter break, and I just need to watch from 10 to 11 p.m.
That's not bad.
That's not, yeah, I mean, at least you're still, naturally up. At least you're still naturally up. Anyway, I am nowhere near the bits for the sing emote, but here's a small step, yeah. Well, thank you, Rowlett. I appreciate that.
It all adds up.
It does. It's cumulative. Taiwan would be a really cool place to visit. Jeff's been there.
They both were just there.
Oh yeah, and Chaz was there too. But Jeff's been there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's been to Taipei, and it seems really interesting. I'm watching you. Don't you spill. I was trying to say steal.
Spill.
Don't you spill my spiced meats. Darn it. What is this show? 15 months. Rosa Fan, 84 Pi. Thank you, Rosa Fan. 500 bits from Spark Strike 13. Hey, grandparents. I can't stay for the whole stream because the me from 6 months ago thought that scheduling a dentist appointment for first thing this morning was a good idea, apparently. Hope your day is going well. We've actually had that problem, too, where we...
Schedule things?
We've had to, retrain our brains to never schedule things on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So... Real Goose says that they're 16. Minority. And we have had younger viewers before.
Yeah.
We have, but it's quite rare.
Yeah.
So you should count yourself.
I mean, we got to meet one of them last year.
Yeah. No, I know. Yeah. When we met Ariel, she was definitely one of our youngest viewers. Mm-hmm. And that's exciting. It's just there are very, very few. And hey, I think it's a good thing. If you're younger and you appreciate our very high-level, intelligent comedy, think about how smart you are. Where I talk about going into my thinking room and eating cured meats. No wonder we don't appeal to the younger audience. No wonder we have no childhood appeal, because what 12-year-old's gonna sit down and be like, this is what I want to watch. I want to watch an old man who identifies as even older put spiced meats. It's not spiced meat. They're called cured meats. Anyway, this is...
Oh, Sagan. His little nose is going.
Clearly, you need to emulate the Pollers for that preteen audience. I need to start every stream with a dab, which I got wrong.
Yeah.
God, that's so good. That's so good. Man, I love that. Anyway. Spark Strike, thank you for the bits. The thing I had been getting on was just talking about how, we have to remember when we have dentist appointments not to schedule them. And it took some training. Because there was a few times where we had messed up, and then we had to, reschedule. Oh, no.
Just keep talking.
Now Mal's worried about her stuff.
Your stuff.
Oh. 15 months from Gentleman Jolt. Had to forgo watching Tuesday's breakfast stream to sneak in some extra studying for a final exam I had right after. Kind of sucked since I've been so consistent in catching these live this semester, but looking at that VOD time, happy 15 months. I mean, please study. As much as we love anyone, to be here live, I want you to pass your grades. I want you to pass your classes. So,
Where's that appointment?
Just make sure you're getting your studying in. The VODs will always be there later. 6 months from Samus 2008 double plus. Thank you, Samus. 300 bits from Squid. As a retail employee, you can't enjoy Christmas until the 25th. Until then, I'm Scrooge. I salute you, Squid. And to every other retail employee that has to work in the holiday season. You're doing the Lord's work. I can agree with that. Like, once Christmas is actually here. So, in terms of violently experiencing Christmas very quickly and overwhelmingly, retail employees probably win. I would say.
You have an appointment on Thursday, mid-January. You have a dentist appointment.
When?
January, on a Thursday.
When?
The 16th.
When?
The 16th.
Sorry, the time.
4.
Oh. Well, that's fine. That's okay. That's allowed.
It's just a cleaning.
Okay. Could use a good cleaning. 15 months from Countermaster. Thank you, Countermaster. 300 bits from Cubites. I just graduated from Scrad in November. From Scrad. Savannah College of Redacted Art and Design. I just graduated from SCAD in November. My major was visual effects. My focus was texturing, so that's pretty cool. I got that expensive piece of paper. Fingers crossed we get that job now. That's awesome. Good luck to you. I've been there, and I know that feeling, and I also know the feeling of paying for it forever. So yeah, good luck. That's also really cool. I never knew. No, I knew one person. I knew one person there that was in visual effects that worked on the movie that I worked on, the Phoenix Beyond.
Yeah.
But beyond that, I don't think I really knew a whole lot of people in visual effects. They were really sought after, though. Like, if your film needed visual effects, it's like, well, you better make a friend. You better make a friend. All right, people are asking for beans. You may have. Bean time. Speaking of bean time,
Coffee time.
I finished my salami, so now it's time for
Cold coffee.
Yeah, it's not cold.
Okay.
It's ready to consume is what it is.
Uh-huh.
Patreon.com/StephenGeorge or Malmix if you're interested in supporting us on that platform. We appreciate it. And make sure you get yourself some beans today.
Is there music playing?
Yes. It's real low. What is it?
Waltz of the Flowers.
You're getting unchecked, Chavosky. How about that?
Nice try on that pronunciation.
Tchaikovsky? Oh, Tchaikovsky. Sorry. I left out a vowel. A very important vowel. Take that, Tchaikovsky. I got it. 1,400 bits from True Captain 97. This is great to see you again. I had to be waking up early this week and the next 2 weeks because I work for UPS. Who else in chat has to work longer and harder for the holidays?
I mean, I know UPS and FedEx and Postal Service are crazy right now.
Yeah, who... I mean, obviously retail employees are probably... I bet Roland is having a good time.
I mean, we'll find out today.
Yeah, we'll see him for lunch. But yeah, shout out to UPS, FedEx, anyone who's doing that sort of thing. USPS.
I had a delivery the other day. And, like, it wasn't a Christmas gift. I just needed paint and canvases, and it happened to be right now. And I was watching the delivery, and I was like, oh, it's supposed to be today. And our mail's normally 9 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gotten pushed back to, like, 3 p.m. because of all the deliveries.
Yep.
And our mail came at, like, 3, and I was like, oh, maybe it'll come tomorrow. It still says it's out for delivery. And then someone drove up with, like, their own car and dropped it off. And I was like, but why couldn't you just hold it? Like, why did you have to make a special trip out here? I know they're trying to get stuff out for Christmas, but, like...
Yeah.
Tomorrow's still not Christmas.
Yeah, like, I appreciate it, but they don't have to do a special thing. It's like, especially because half the time I'm just ordering, like...
Hard drives?
Yeah, like stuff I don't need immediately. Also, that's the saddest realization. Half the time I'm just ordering hard drives.
The UPS guy knows us. not like what we do, but like he knows us from where we used to live because he still delivers like to both areas. Because he delivered these bookshelves.
I don't know who you're talking about. Have I ever talked to them ever?
You have.
What?
You have.
I don't even know
He
when
delivered these bookshelves. Anyway, you gave him water when he did that because it was hot and they were heavy. But like he started, you know, he dropped off the bookshelves and he's like, "Did you guys used to live?" And I was like, "Yeah, we did." And he goes, "Yeah, I was delivering over there too." And so whenever he drops something off, he rings the doorbell and then he waits in his truck for me to go like open the door, and then he's like, he waves at me and says hi. It's always the same guy.
Soon you're gonna be like, we've had dinner with him 5 times. His name's Kenny.
Actually, I don't know his name.
We've known him for 12 years, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god!
I do know the names of people at 2 post offices here.
I have no idea what you're talking about. The fact that you're like, we know this guy, he delivers our mail, we talk to him, we wait, and I'm like, no we don't. We don't ever, what, first off, what are you talking about? Packages show up at the door.
He rings the doorbell. No one else does.
I mean, occasionally I hear the doorbell ring, but I don't answer the door. I'm like up here.
The doorbell's right there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is by the time I get downstairs, there's nobody there. The packages just magically appear. They ring the doorbell themselves. I don't know. This is wild to me. I've got to move on because I'm going to feel sad that I don't know what you're talking about.
I was going to say, I know everyone at our post office where our P.O. box is, and I know everyone in North Myrtle Beach post office. Because I go so much.
I mean, yeah, but you do all the interactions.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're your things.
Yeah.
I just have a
little bit of coffee left.
What do they call it when there's not much left? A swill?
That's like the bad part.
I mean, it is the bad part. If there's going to be any grounds that get in your coffee, it's going to be at the bottom.
Jadeo asks how I remember people.
A swig. A swig will work. Swig makes me think of pirates, but anyway, what?
Someone asked how I remember people. I just do. I guess it's practice from when I was a teacher for 5 years.
I'm glad one of us does. Because I don't.
I'm more better. Not at English, but
but at some things.
But at maps and like knowing where things are.
I think I'm pretty good
like,
at that.
I'm better than you at that.
What if we were equal?
No, you sometimes forget where things are and you've lived in this city for like 30 years.
Well, I have temporary lapses of memory where like I'm driving the car and I just have never been where I am. And Mal's like, we're in North Myrtle Beach. You've lived here for 30 years.
I'm saying
and I'm
like whenever
I don't know
we
what's
go
going
somewhere,
on.
like when we were in Japan.
I have a good sense of direction though. I think I do. I can Mal's just gonna call me out on all this stuff. I can walk around an unfamiliar area, and you can ask me where a landmark was, and I can point you directly in the direction of wherever it was, even if it was hours ago. I can do that. My brain keeps a really good track of whatever that is, I guess a compass. I don't know where north, south, east, and west is, but I have a general sense of where things are. I think I do. And you know who else does is my dad, and you know who doesn't is my mom. And the way I've recognized this growing up is that we would be in the house and we'd be talking about something, and you know. Like a landmark in the area, oh, there's a new restaurant down by whatever. And this could be 30 miles away. And me and my dad would always point at the same place. We'd be like, yeah, it's, down that way. And mom would be like, and me and my dad would be like, no. She'd be like, wouldn't it be that way? We're like, no. It's that way. Anyway. Doggone it. Where was I? 6 months. From JSD Ma Nintendo. This is the only live stream I ever watch live. Thank you for making my mornings better. It actually gets me out of bed. I like being responsible for that. Everyone should get out of the bed.
No. I like to sleep in. Steven can't stand it when I sleep in.
Just, you gotta get, the hardest part's getting started. Days included. Once you get up and moving, feels a lot better. We got,
Peggy.
Ah! Ah, wee! That's 3,000 bits, actually. From Cobalt Custard says, totally not doing this for the new emote. It's like...
I'm okay.
It's like...
I'm okay.
It's like Peggy, but then also... there's more Peggy.
It's like Peggy, but more.
Snoop the Boot says, where are her hats? Okay. Once the Amazing Island VOD comes out, so there's context for people that didn't watch the live part of Extra Life.
Uh-huh.
Once that happens, let me know.
Remind him.
Remind me. If you remind me, I will legitimately add or ask one of the people in the Discord that does art and be like, can you make a little hat? I will add the hat to Peggy. But I want there to have that context though. Because otherwise people be like, why does she have a hat? I'd be like, well, oh, sorry, why does she have hats? She does. She has 2 hats. I'm excited. Anyway, Cobalt Custard, thank you for the 3,000 bits. Appreciate it. And I'm assuming that puts you over the threshold to have the sing emote. So enjoy the sing emote. 10 months from Calix. Thank you, Calix. 14 months from Dan Bacon 2. Thank you, Dan. 11 months from Harry Constant. Happy almost Crunchmas, one and all. Please wish me luck in my job interview in 30 minutes, grandparents. Good luck. Good luck. And right before the holidays, too. Let's hope that being right before the holidays, like, the job interviewer's in, like, a cheery mood. And it's like, I love Christmas, and I've just had milk and cookies. I am Santa, and you are welcome to work here in the North Pole. That really took a turn. But good luck with your job interview on the same. 300 bits from Jam Meepler. Yay, I can sing emote. I'm loving the constant descent into grandpahood every stream. Granted, I claim to be 1,087 years old, but that's half mental. I picked up a huge box of European cookies at Costco and food to survive the holiday. Christmas is done. Peace on earth to all. Excited to see what comes up Friday. Minute is a fun and fast title, but my time at Porsche is chill. P.S. Wow, Mal has all the memory retention in this relationship. How long into the relationship did you know that you were going to be the one that had to remember literally everything all the time?
Pretty early.
Mm-hmm. Has it gotten... I was going to ask if it's gotten worse, but I know the answer to that. It's certainly not gotten better. 300 bits also from Coffee Cats. More coffee. Did I finish this? Oh yeah, because I had a...
Did I finish mine?
I called it a swill.
I did.
Everyone voted for swig.
Or dredges.
What did you say?
Like the bottom, like the dredges of the coffee.
Nobody says dredges. That's not even a...
They do.
Who says dredges? To refer
the dregs. Dredge. Dregs.
Dregs? What is this? Virginial said I might say dredges.
Penguin Frog says dredges. Sonic fan.
A few people do say dredge. Some people are saying dreg. What the crap is a dreg? I have never in my life heard that word. That's 100% new word today. Dreg. Never heard that. Dregs, the remnants of a liquid left in container together with any sediment or grounds. I've never heard that. That is a completely new word.
Also,
wild.
The most worthless parts of something.
Oh. Neat. A swig is something I would use
It's like
swig.
the amount of liquid you drink, though.
Yeah. But if you just have a small amount left, you would say, I just have a swig. A swill. I've also heard swill.
Swill is also bad.
Why do we have so many words to refer to the bad parts of liquid? I don't think we need more than one. Anyway. I'm glad I learned a word today. Sapphire back. Dreg alert when? A dribble? Satsy says a dribble left? Not technically wrong. I probably wouldn't use that. Dribble to me sounds like if some leaks out your mouth. That's a dribble. Like that would be a dribble.
Yeah.
Swampy leftovers. No. No. Sorry, I'm just putting this into context for agers. Yep, just have a few swampy leftovers. Like, I don't... Nope. 3 bits from Satsy. He says, Stephen, your vlogs are your memory. That's why you get hard drives. You have no real biological memory. Of course, you don't remember Randall the delivery man. Does he have a name?
I actually don't know his name.
Okay. If it was Randall, I would have been like, I'm out. I don't know. This is wild. I mean, it's true. People have known about it for years. I think it's pretty common, like, vlog thing. My memory is bad. It's just really bad. It's a little depressing for doing Let's Play stuff, too, because the time it takes me from, like, playing one game to another, like, if I'm playing one game and I work through a sequel, like, a year or two later, like, I have got to go back and read, like, a synopsis about that first game. Because I will remember, like, maybe kind of the general thing of what happened, and I'll remember, like, 2 characters. And then I have to read a synopsis to light the part of my brain up that's like, oh yeah, that. So that's frustrating. But I mean, it's just the way it is. And like, it's fine. It's mostly fine. It's not perfect, but it's okay. And you, however, you just remember all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
But we all got different strengths and weaknesses. And it's actually one of the good things about, you know, if you find a partner that you work off of.
Yeah, that you complement.
Yes.
Your strengths complement their weaknesses.
Which is what we do because Mallory remembers everything.
Except dates. Past dates.
Yeah, which is wild. Mallory's forgotten our anniversary like countless times. She's like, she'll tell me our anniversary and I'll be like, that's not right. It's like, you have the day wrong and you have the year wrong. And she'll be like, really? And I'm like, yes. Why? Anyway, it scrolled past real quick here. Who asked about... Samus 2008 asked how the Wii collection was coming along. I actually just did this is a whole thing, but I have all the games in a spreadsheet. It's the same spreadsheet that I use to like track things is the same spreadsheet that everyone else uses to like check our games list before they send stuff to see if we have it. And I don't know anything about spreadsheets. It's just not my forte. Like I don't use them. I don't know how they work. And the other day, I was trying to do something very, very simple.
Yeah, you were.
The first thing, and I figured this out myself, the first thing I wanted to do is on that spreadsheet, I needed to count all of the cells that had data in them, because I was using that to figure out how many games that we had on the list. And I was trying to figure out how to Google that. And I didn't know because I didn't know what any of the things were called. I was like, not numbers, but spreadsheet add value?
Equal count data, yes, or something.
It's nice to know you wouldn't have helped me either.
Well, you hit equals, so it brings up all of the formulas, and then it would be count. So you would type in like count, and then it would be like
that it's called
data
count?
or.
Listen,
Count A.
I couldn't
Count
figure
up.
out what they were. I learned they're called cells.
Yes.
I didn't know that. That made my
You're not
Google
even
search.
saying the one that was really sad.
I'm gonna get to the sad one. I had to start with a different sad one so people understand the context. Oh my god. Sorry, Brandon just said Excel and it blew my mind. That's why. Oh, wow. Okay, well. Anyway, I didn't know that they were called cells. And that really made it hard because I was like, what? I don't know how to search for this. And it's funny because, like, so many people will need to use Excel and, like, have to have...
I had an Excel class, like just Excel.
Yeah, I did too. In high school.
Oh, mine was in college.
Oh, okay. Well,
So
I was gonna
mine
say,
was
it's been a while.
Mine was like the crazy stuff.
Anyway, I figured out they were called cells. Figured it out. And I used count A. Which was fine. And it did the little thing. The sad one was... At that point, I now had a list of all of, like, the number of games that we had. And I was like, cool. I want to know the number of games that are remaining. And I knew the total library is 1268. So I was like, well, how do I take 1268 and subtract the cell information? I couldn't figure it out. Like, I just could not figure it out. And
Equals, click one cell, minus click other cell,
I
enter.
could not figure... And, like, I kept trying things, and I was like... I feel like it shouldn't be this hard. I feel like it shouldn't be this hard. And I couldn't figure out how to get it to do the cell. And I was like, does it need to be in, like, a bracket? So I had it, like, in, like...
It's an equation.
I had it
like
in... This,
math.
I had it in... It was G3. So I had G3 in square brackets. Then I had them in, like, the pointy brackets. Then I just had them in parentheses. And I was like, I don't know how to do this. So I posted it in Discord. And Brandon... bless his soul, was trying to help me, and, like, my question was so simple, and he thought, surely it's not that simple. So he was trying to help me in a way that was, like, more complex than it actually was. And finally, when I got it figured out, it was super easy, and then Brandon was like, oh, it was actually that easy, and I was like, yeah. Yeah, it was. So it turns out, you do only need to do, like, equals, and then 1268, the number, and then minus.
And then click the cell.
And then click the cell.
Yeah.
Which is good to know. So yeah, that is the most... Brandon says, we use goddamn count. I thought you could subtract cells from each other. No! I figured out count a seconds before. And that was just like, I was on Google trying to figure out the thing, and one of them said counta, and I knew how to bring up the
formulas?
The formulas with equals.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know that I needed equals for the other thing. Because that's not even a formula. That's just a minus. Is that a formula? Is subtraction a formula? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you. I don't know anything about math. But and like Mike says, I will never use this information again. That's the big problem. You only truly learn something if you use it often. If you don't use it,
Why
you lose
you
it.
just, like, ask me?
You were painting.
Okay.
The other day I had a Japanese question. Oh, did you answer it though?
No, you
That's
never
right.
asked me.
I did. You didn't get back
What
with
was
me.
it?
It was I had a Japanese question, and I sent it to Chaz too, but then neither of you got back to me fast enough, and I managed to figure it out.
I
But
don't remember you asking me anything. What was it?
It's hard to explain. I needed to know the name of a track in an album, and it was written out in English, but like the Japanese syllables in English.
Oh, okay.
And
you did not ask me this.
Oh, maybe I just asked Chaz. But I figured it out through trial and error by going through and playing every track in the album until I figured out which one I was looking for.
Yeah, you didn't ask me.
Anyway, if anyone needs anything edited, I'm your man.
You've never seen my spreadsheets with, like, where I put in all my totals, because Redbubble does not keep track of
I
what
know
I make.
you can do it. You were painting. I wasn't going to bother you. I figured surely it's not going to be this hard to subtract a number. It was harder than I thought. It ended up being easier than I thought, but you know. If you need someone to, like, shoot something properly on a camera, I can do it. You need someone to stress about the differences between red-orange and orange-red, I can do it. But, like, Excel? What is Excel? Miserable pile of secrets.
I like Excel.
Anyway, I told that story as a part of answering Samus's question about where the Wii collection was.
Yeah.
And we have 466 titles. There are 802 remaining.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, the good news is we have 466 Wii games. It's really good. The bad news is when you realize that there's still 800 left, you're kind of like, oh. Like, we need to be regularly... Extra Life is going to be... We don't know when Extra Life will be next year. Let's assume for a minute that it's the first Saturday in November, which means that we'll be doing it a week before. So we'll be doing it in October. So we have, let's say, 10 full months. So we need to be picking up, on average, 80 games a month. And that's a lot.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. Like, when you say it like that, that's a lot. We picked up a lot of games on the road trip that we took up to Maine.
We did pick up a lot.
Like in last, whatever,
year and a half ago.
We
almost
bought
2.
Yeah, like in a time frame of 3 weeks, we bought 200 GameCube games. And that was expensive.
I know. Let's go see my dad and Rhonda, and then we'll swing over and see Thomas.
Jess says, better idea. Get rid of all games. So, yeah, there's a lot to do. That's why one of the things I've tried to make sure that I let people know is that we absolutely appreciate it when people are sending Wii games our way, because we honestly need help. Like, getting 800 in 10 months is going to be really difficult for us. Even just finding them is going to be hard. So if you hit up a yard sale, well, I guess you won't hit up a yard sale in December. Maybe in the spring. If you hit up a yard sale and there's someone that's like selling off their kids' Wii collection, that'd be great. Because otherwise we're gonna have a hard time. But yeah, we're probably going to take like a weekend trip at some point in early 2019 or 2020 to maybe Charlotte. Charlotte's got a lot of good game stores.
Well, so does Pensacola. We could go down to Florida a little bit, go to Jacksonville, because there's some there.
Yeah.
And then maybe go down around Orlando and where my dad and Rhonda are, and then go see Thomas.
Yeah. We're probably going to do that, though.
Because Pensacola's not far from, like, Mobile. So we could go there, too, and then...
Yeah. I would say there's going to be one game pickup road trip type thing. It won't be like a long road trip.
Yeah.
But like there has to be one in 2020. That's the only way we'll ever get close.
Then we could take like a 2-day trip to Charlotte.
Mr. Dr. Max says, do you want to make life easier for yourselves and just do that N64 GameCube combo for Extra Life? I mean, that is like the backup plan.
Yeah.
Basically. I'm going to try very hard to make Wii work 2020. But like if we're missing several hundred titles by the time Extra Life rolls around, I will do that. I will do N64 and GameCube together if I have to. So, but like I have to at least try, and I'll have a better idea, you know, when I'm just a few months out from Extra Life. Obviously, if I'm still missing hundreds of games by the time like August is here, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, this is not gonna work. But we'll see. Samus also asks, how PS1's going. I actually just counted those, and we have like just about 100 PS1 games. PS1 would be a really cool one to collect for, but like, especially compared to Wii, those games are expensive. Too many good RPGs on PS1. Too many very, very pricey things. Existential Joker gives a sub to Excel Spreadsheet. Putting Excel Spreadsheet at 1 month, which also represents about how often I think about Excel. Not very. Thank you, Joker. Emmy resubscribes for 5 months. Hey, Emmy. Hope your morning is going well. It's early there.
Oh, it's early there.
It's real early. And then 300 bits from Troop Captain 97. I just released Stephen unchecked Tchaikovsky, but didn't uncheck Itsy Bitsy Spider, Marietta Little Lamb, or Old MacDonald. Oh, I just realized. Bad taste much? Well, it's really not about the song. It's about the song's volume.
Can't you boost it in iTunes?
I have iTunes set up to equalize the audio.
And can't you boost individual songs? By like right-clicking on them?
But that's not going to do what you think it's going to do.
Okay.
It's going to take the entire thing and move it up. It's not going to bring up the valleys and keep the peaks down. It's not a limiter. Well, at least I don't think it works that way. Maybe it does work that way. I would assume it doesn't. So if it doesn't work that way, that means the top is going to get clipped and sound bad. But it's equalized, and it should, or not equalized, normalized. It's normalized, so it's keeping the audio a better volume. It'd be better if there was like a compressor in iTunes, but they're not going to do that. 500 bits from the Chemist 2020. Hi, Stephen and Mal. Just wanted to let you know my Wisdom 2 surgery went well, and I am recovering nicely. Here's to more recovery and wellness. Well, that's good. I assume that you're enjoying ice cream.
Don't use a straw.
Oh, yeah, you can get, what's it called?
Dry sockets.
Dry sockets.
I didn't have any, but I hear they're bad.
Yeah. But they probably told you that, like, at the doctor.
Yes, that is something they make sure they tell you.
They're probably like, don't suck through a straw.
Uh-huh.
So, be careful of that. But otherwise, and Renee says, yeah, Hubs had one, it was bad. Yeah, I've heard they're not good. Mm-hmm. I've heard they're not good.
I lived on yogurt and ice cream and pudding for like 3 days. And then I think I tried to eat something like real.
Sorry, I just really like Buenos Aires. Don't suck, a doctor. It was really good because seconds later, Space Vixen also had the same idea. I imagine that doctor is like a 1998 slicked back blonde hair with sunglasses, just comes in and says, "Don't suck," and then just leaves. But also is an actual doctor. You can go to mac and cheese because it's not hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never had to deal with any of that.
Chips or crackers are bad. Yeah. I remember the first time I had that and one poked me right there and it was like, ah.
Chemist says I was able to eat actual food the day after. That seems good.
That is good.
That's like pretty fast.
I had stitches. Based on how people's are, sometimes they have to basically break them into chunks or not.
I'm just
impact if they were impacted. Yeah.
That's honestly, I'm just fortunate I didn't have to deal with any of that.
You have a big mouth.
Might be time to end the stream on that. Thanks, Mal. That's it for today. As for things that are happening soon, I got 4 vlogs out yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I currently have 3 ready for today, so it's very reasonable that there will be a 4th today. And also, that 3rd one is the fabled Stephen Falls Down the Stairs vlog. I edited it last night. I honestly, it's funny. It's funny. It's cut in such a, like, it's a bit of a ooh, but it's funny. I'm trying to remember who gave. I think it was Cosmic Surf. I think Cosmic gave me the idea to use. I don't want to spoil it, but to a certain thing to make it funny. It's a visual gag and an audio gag, I guess, that we've used on the channel before. Haven't used it in a while, and I was like, that's a great idea. So, yeah, Brandon says we use a meme.
Yeah, you needed to.
Yeah, and like, the full thing, when you watch it, especially the part that comes after I cut on the vlog, is actually sad and scary. So we cut that, and now it's much better. It's like, oh yeah, people can laugh at this and not feel bad because it's presented in a comedic way. So that's good. Fossick says, did we use it before in vlogs? Yes, definitely once, and I think more than once. There's one, the first time I ever used it was during a video with Massey and Emil. Because I think Emil says something, and Massey just turns, and then we do the thing. So, yeah, it's good. It's good. Oh, I know which meme it is. Yeah, that might have given it away, but that's fine. So we use that, and it really helped a lot. It's amazing that's one of the reasons I love editing.
Yeah. Is
that you literally control the tone of a story. If you've ever seen those fan-made trailers where they'll recut horror movies to make them like romantic comedies, like,
or comedies to be horror movies.
I love that. I love that so much, and it just shows how much power you have in post. So, yeah, it's great. It's great. And then also tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, the time that we've been doing our Friday night game streams, we will be doing a Friday night game stream. And I would tell you what we're playing, but we actually don't know. I pulled up the list the other day, and I was like, man, there's really good stuff on here. We could do any of these, and it would be enjoyable. So, yeah, tune in. It'll probably tomorrow night we'll be doing like a single sitting game. Probably. So you can tune in tomorrow and experience an entire game. I like doing those. At some point we'll probably also throw in some other things.
Yeah.
We got a big list. It's good. There's a lot of stuff on there. And we're adding stuff all the time. Okay. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. Please enjoy your Thursdays. We will see you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. I like this music. For a gaming stream.